everyone, so I just wanted to show you a really simple Canvas project. So if you just go to CanvasWorkspace right here, so it's canvasworkspace.brother.com. If you have a Canvas account, it will just open up to this once you've logged in. If you don't have a Canvas account, then watch our YouTube video about downloading Canvas. That will tell you everything you need to know to make sure that you can get here. So the easiest thing is I want to make some Christmas tags. So there's loads of different designs here. If I scroll down, it will just keep sort of refreshing and adding new projects because there's loads within Canvas to do and loads of amazing Christmas stuff as well. But I just want to see Christmas and I just want to see tags. So if you hit that little button that I've just hit down there, it will bring up a filter. And if I unselect them all, I can then just select tag. I'm just going to move this up so I can see the bottom of it, and then I'm going to hit OK. And what that then does is it will filter on the Canvas projects that are tags. And I love this little tag here in particular, so I'm going to make this Christmas tag to add to my Christmas presents. So the amazing thing about the projects in Canvas Workspace is you get everything that you need. So you get some idea of what it looks like. So this is the tag here that I'm going to make. There is a YouTube video tutorial as well. So if you want to follow along there, you can. You can also get the recipe. So if I click on that, it downloads a PDF for me, which then, well, it opens a PDF, sorry, and it will show me what different parts. So these are the parts that I will cut out once I open up the actual project. And then down here it tells me how to make it. So it tells you which parts to glue together, how to sort of put it together. And it does that for every single project that you've got in Canvas. So if I go back to Canvas, there's two different ways to get the designs and the patterns and the cuts. So I can either do this in Canvas and I can send it directly to my machine via Wi-Fi if your machine has that capability. Or the other thing that you can do is you can download it, put it onto a USB, and then put the USB into your machine and get it that way. So I'm lucky enough to have the SDX 2200D machine, so I can send it directly to my machine via Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to import the parts. And it opens it up in this screen for me. So as you can see, this is basically your scanning mat. So that's my 12 by, or not scanning mat, sorry, my cutting mat. So that is my 12 by 12 cutting mat just here. Now I want to move everything around so that I can put my paper on my mat super easily and I can get all my colors exactly as I want. So I'm going to you just have to click on it and select it. Just going to do that now, and I'm going to move these guys up to here. And I'm also trying to have sort of as little paper wastage as possible as well, because this will mean that I can put some paper in that side of my mat. And as you can see, you've got these grid boxes here. So as an example, with this part of the tag, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that I can cut my paper to 8 squares there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares down, and then that will cover that space that I want to do those for. So that is that, and then I need to send it to my machine. So if I hit download, it's going to ask me what file transfer method I want to do. And I'm going to say scan and cut transfer because I'm going to send that. So you can download it to your PC, which again, you can then put onto a USB drive and take that over to your machine. But I have Wi-Fi, so I can do a scan and cut transfer. So that's there now. And what I'll need to do now is I will go to my machine and I will retrieve this design. Okay, so now you can see I am at my machine. I have put all the paper onto my 12 by 12 cutting mat in what I think is going to be the right place for what I need to do for the cuts. And that is basically, I've done it this way so that I don't get any paper waste. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to retrieve the data that I sent. So if I hit retrieve, I'm going to do it through the Wi-Fi because it's just there. And there we go. So now I can see that's exactly what I did on Canvas, and it is now on my machine. But I want to double check that my paper is in the right spot. So I'm going to scan first. So if I hit that button there, it will scan the mat as it is, and then what is on the mat will show as the background. So if I hit start, and that's just going to scan. Perfect. And now on my screen I can see where my pieces of paper are. So it shows me all of that detail, and I can see that my cuts are in the exact right place. So now I can go straight to cutting. So if I hit OK, I'm going to select cut on here, because I'm not drawing, I'm cutting. And then I'm going to hit start. The beauty of this machine and with all the STX models is the autoblade technology, which is what it's doing now. So I have used the same GSM cardstock on all of this. So in terms of what the autoblade is doing, where it's detecting how deep the card is, it will work for all 4 bits of my card. So this is about a 4-minute cut time. So it will tell you about how long you have there. So you can go away, make a cup of tea, do what you need to do. But this will now cut for me. Okay, so that has finished cutting, so you can now see I have got all of my cuts in the right colours that I wanted them to be in. I'm going to do one more technique using this to and from, which I will show you because I'm not very good at handwriting, so I am going to show you how to actually get the machine to do the handwriting for you. So I'm just going to take off the other bits of paper, and then I will show you how to do the to and from. Okay, so I have gone back into Canvas and I have deleted all of my other designs and cuts from the same page. And there's a couple of different ways that you could do the writing. You could do it directly on the machine and resize it all and do it there. I just find Canvas quite easy to use. So for me, it's a lot easier just to do it in Canvas. So I'm going to add some text. You can choose whichever font you want. I want it to sort of match that, which is almost like the rounded sort of font. So I'm going to choose that one. And then I can make it say what I want. So I am going to do this one to my mom, and I'm Canadian, so it's MOM for me. So you double click in and I can do mom. And then I'm going to do from Chelsea, but for now it's mom. And I can resize this. Do it just like that. And I can move it down to here. And you can just about see it. But I need to make sure that it fits into the tag. So there is a little bit of playing to do, but that fits perfectly. And I'm going to add my from Chelsea. Make sure I've got the right text. And double click in. Oops. Don't know what I hit on my keyboard there, but it didn't like it. So I've put my name in again. I'm going to resize. And then I'm going to move it down to from. I'm going to put it there. Okay, so I'm going to delete out everything else now. So I'm going to delete out this pattern, but it's going to leave the mom and it's going to leave the from. Or the mom and the Chelsea, which you can just see there. And then I'm going to send that to my machine again. Perfect. So now I'm going to go back to my machine. I'm going to retrieve that and I am going to write that on my tags. Okay, so I'm back at my machine. As you can see, I have left my little piece of paper with my from and my to on my mat. I've gone back to home on my screen just by pressing the home button, and I'm going to retrieve the data that I just sent. So I'm going to do that same as what I did before, and then you can see it's got mom and Chelsea just there. So I'm going to hit OK. Now I have already changed from my auto blade to the pen set, or the pen holder with the black pen, all which comes in with the machine. So all comes, if you buy the machine, it comes with it. And instead of choosing cut this time, I am going to choose draw. And I'm going to start. And that then should write on my tag for me. Perfect. And there we go. So I've got to Mom from Chelsea, and I can now put my tags together. Alright, so I have followed the recipe, the PDF recipe that's on CanvasWorkspace for projects, and that is my finished tag. So I've added some ribbon to it, I've put it all together, and that's what we end up with. So I'm really happy with that. That will be going on my Christmas presents this year, and all made with the Disney ScanNCut SDX 2200D and CanvasWorkspace.